Hi there, how are y'all? I hope you are doing well amidst all the craziness that's happening in the world. And I hope that you're reaching out and taking hold of all of these resources that are popping up virtually instead of the physical meetings. So, this is a meditation for Dharma Lions, the meditation community that I'm a part of. However, it's for everyone too, and it's free. So, I will be offering a meditation on sitting with difficulty today. And there's a lot of anxiety in the world right now. I see it on social media. I can feel it within myself. I feel it in the people that I'm talking to regularly. And today, I'm going to offer a chance to step back from that, to put a little bit of distance between anxiety, your reactions to what's happening in the world, and just observing it as sensation, observing it as an event instead of as something that you need to identify with. So, with that being said, you can find your comfortable seated position, or you can also lie down. Seated, it's nice to maintain a sense of alertness in whatever position you find. So find one that is good to feel awake and alert. Get all of your fidgeting out. And it's totally fine to move at any point during the meditation, although it's nice to find a position that you can hold for a period of time, because stillness offers a chance to really dive into our experience without just the distractions of movement. So once you've found your posture, go ahead and exhale your air. Take a nice long inhalation, holding on top for just a moment before you let it cascade out of your mouth. We'll take two more like that, breathing in nice and deep and slowly. Holding on top and feeling the fullness of the breath in your body, and then letting it out with a sigh. Holding on the bottom for just a second, and then inhaling, really filling yourself up with new breath. Holding on the top and just smiling, just practicing a little smile here, and then letting it out. Holding on the bottom for just a moment, feeling the emptiness, and then letting your breathing resume to its organic pace. Taking a quick inventory of what's going on with you, with your environment right now in the present moment. So, what sounds are present? What shapes or colors are present behind your eyelids? What does your breath feel like? What other body sensations are here for you to notice? Maybe tingly sensations in your hands or feet, temperature, tension. Letting it all be exactly as it is, not needing to change a thing. And really taking that seriously. Letting it all be, everything around you right now, everything that you're experiencing, letting it all be exactly as it is, not needing to change anything. Playing with becoming curious about what that feels like. And then settling your attention on your belly. Feeling the breath rise and fall in your belly. Making the expansion and contraction of your belly the most important thing in your awareness right now. Bringing your attention back every time it wanders off. Seeing if you can catch the little turnaround points where the inhalation turns into an exhalation and vice versa. The little peaks and valleys of the breath. And then exhaling your air here. Taking a nice big inhalation and letting it go. Again, 2 more like that. And the third one, inhaling. And then really letting it go, just dropping the breath completely. And then we'll start experimenting with a square breath, doing some structured breathing practice. So, a square breath is a pranayama practice where you inhale for a certain number of beats, you hold on top for that same number, you exhale for that same duration, and then you hold on the bottom for that same duration. So you can exhale your air completely here, and we'll do a few rounds together, and then I'll let you loose to do it on your own. Exhaling. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on top, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead, you've got the idea. You can also lengthen the inhalation, the holds, and the exhalation as you see fit, going up to 8 or 10 counts even. And continue with this practice at your own time. Inhaling, holding, exhaling, holding. Trying to get as full as possible on the inhalation and as empty as possible on the exhalation. Making the practice the forefront of your experience, the main attraction of your experience right now. And then once you feel even, whatever that means to you, letting the practice go and coming back to observe your breathing. Observing the space where the practice was, the space that it arose into, the space that you let it go back into. Watching the flow of your breath. And now turning your attention to your mind. And we'll do some thought watching. So you can maybe find a sense of this practice in the metaphor of your mind being like a vast blue sky. And each time a thought comes through, it's like a cloud drifting through the big blue sky. And so each time you notice a cloud, you can point at it and say, oh, that's a cloud. Call it what it is. That's a thought. Without interacting with it more than that. Just labeling it and letting it go. And in the same way that clouds come in all different shapes and sizes, and some are just wispy, small, tiny ones, and others are big, huge thunderstorms. Notice that they are all clouds. They all have that in common. So go ahead with the practice, labeling thoughts as they arise, as they drift by, as they disappear. Are you thinking right now? Is there a thought? If so, label it as such. And if you find yourself in a moment of no thought, just observe that. You can observe your experience, your breath, sounds around you, your body. And then, sure enough, another thought will drift by eventually. We don't generate 99% of our thoughts, I'd say. And meditation, for me, is not about ridding the mind of thoughts. It's not about clearing the mind of everything. That might be a side effect, but it's not the point. So be friendly with your mind. It's just doing its job. Trying to organize your life and keep you safe. Exhaling your air. Taking a nice big inhalation. And letting it go. Now, checking in with yourself, seeing how you are, just doing a quick inventory of what you're feeling, your body sensations, adjusting your posture if you need to here. And if you're in a state of groundedness, we can move on to the next practice of exploring difficulty, sitting with difficulty. So, allowing some difficulty that you have in life, allowing it to manifest in your awareness. And this doesn't have to be, in fact, I encourage it not to be the biggest, baddest thing that you're dealing with right now. Oftentimes, dealing with the small things first somehow start to make you feel a little more at ease in your life. So finding something that you think you'll be able to sit with, something small. It could be so small as the vacuum cleaner does this weird thing when you're going over hardwood floor or something, something laughable like that, and you get frustrated by it. Or like, I get anxious when I do the dishes. It's just something in my life. That's a difficulty I have to deal with. And it's very laughable, but it's true. Even though I like doing the dishes, I don't get it. So bringing something to mind. And then starting to observe what that makes you feel like in your body. If there are a torrential downpour of accompanying thoughts as well. Just noticing the constellation of sensations, thoughts, and your reactions to those things, and the relationship between all of them. Just noticing, observing what bringing this difficulty to mind creates for you. What sensations do you feel in your belly and chest and throat? Continuing the practice of observing and labeling thoughts as they arise, as they react to this difficulty brought to your awareness. And taking a deep breath if it becomes too much. And then exhaling your air. Taking a nice big inhalation. Letting it go. 2 more of those. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. And letting that practice go. Coming back to your breath. And letting everything be exactly as it is without needing to change anything. And again, taking that seriously. I know for me, that brought up a feeling of needing to fix something. And by the time the practice was over, I felt like I still hadn't fixed it. And I feel that way right now. So, allowing space for whatever residue you're feeling right now. And now, taking maybe a couple deep breaths, just 2 deep breaths to clear a little bit more. Inhaling right up into your heart and exhaling. One more time, inhaling and letting it go. And now bringing to mind someone or an animal, pet maybe, that you love, someone that brings you a lot of joy. Maybe imagining them hugging you, laughing with you. And letting them fill up your heart. Letting their presence fill up your heart. Perhaps recalling a time that they supported you, that they made you feel good about yourself. feeling a sense of gratitude for all the people that support you in your life. Wishing them happiness, health, ease. And then turning to yourself and also wishing yourself happiness, health, and ease. Bringing your hands to heart center. Smiling. Thank you so much for practicing virtually with me. May you all be happy, healthy, and calm.